Hi friends, so this is a quick first impressions of the Bigme HiBreak Pro, the latest release of smartphone from Bigme and a replacement to the older version, the Bigme HiBreak, which I've reviewed on this channel. Now, I've had the device for a couple of days, so I'm gonna give you a couple of points from my perspective and what I've seen so far, but I will be releasing a full review. In fact, while you're watching this, I'm probably cycling across Italy and doing something like 450 miles or 600 plus kilometers across the western coast. So I will be definitely testing it in quite harsh environment, but I also will be very interested in seeing how it works in terms of third-party apps, third-party navigation, GPS, NFC, and things like that. So if you'd like me to check other things and perform some tests while traveling and bikepacking, by all means leave a comment below and I will do that as well. Before I go to the main points, I also want to mention that the Bigme sent me this device at no extra cost and they've allowed me to keep it. That said, no money has exchanged hands here and they have no input as to what I'm going to be talking about here. So I'm not working for Bigme, I essentially work for you and I want to make sure that you get the best information and maybe make the best choice in terms of maybe purchasing this device or not. That said, if you're interested in purchasing it, I would appreciate if you use the affiliate links in the description. These links don't add any extra cost to you, but they support the channel and I may earn a tiny commission. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. With all that out of the way, let me talk about a couple of points that I've noticed over the last few days of using this device. Now, this is a great improvement from the HiBreak Pro and you can notice it in every single area of the device. Now, there's more buttons on the side. You have the custom buttons that you can kind of assign some functions, you have the volume button, and I also love the orangey look of the power button, which also has a fingerprint reader, so that's a huge plus and it actually works very well. It's snappy and reacts immediately upon the touch of the finger, so that's great. Another thing I've noticed is how snappy the device is. Performance wise, it's amazing. Swiping left and right across the menu, going and switching between third-party apps. It works really well. It has 8 gigs of RAM and a decent CPU, so that also adds to that performance level. Another big bonus is the 20 megabytes camera. This is probably the biggest one I've seen in any e-ink device. And it works really well. The pictures are decent, but I'm yet to make more tests. So far, I've done a couple of shots, moved them to the laptop, and the colors were decent. And honestly, I was pretty surprised with the quality in a good way. In terms of using the third-party apps, I've used Duolingo, Bleep, Chess. I've used Telegram, ChatGPT, and also I will be using more Komoot for navigation and Google Maps, and all of them work pretty well. Now, one thing to mention about Google Maps is that the maps themselves, when you open it, the map itself is not super clear, and this is due purely to the e-ink. Even if I color invert the screen, it doesn't really help, and I hope to show it to you right now on the screen. It's not as clear as I'd like it to be. Now, the Komoot app that I'm going to be using for bikepacking and navigation, this works actually much better, and the screen is clearer and the visibility of where I am, where I'm going, and the map itself is much better. With the device comes also NFC, so near field communication, so you can touch it and make payments. And yes, I'm yet to test this, but I believe that it's gonna work fine. Other things to mention: speakers. In the old version, you only had a speaker at the top from the headpiece, but now you have the top piece and you also have a speaker at the bottom, so it's a better sound, much clearer. I've placed European SIM card into it and immediately it was checked in and works fine. The mobile data works great, so no issues on that side. As with other Bigme devices, we get a lot of features that Bigme offers, which is e-ink center for changing different refresh rates. We also see floating bar, which is always available on other Bigme tablets. We have split screen here as well, power management, process management, of course Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, that's a given. And I also like the side menu that gives us option to change the light from lights out to daytime. We have night option. We also have bedding, other, and auto, so there is actually a sensor to auto change the brightness, so that's what I like. I also like the 2 buttons added on the side that allow you to create some customization depending on the click. Now, the customization is limited. I would love, for example, to be able to press on it and open a WhatsApp or a third-party app, but I don't see the option available there. Mainly, these are the functions that are related to the device and the system itself, so the full refresh, clear cache, e-ink center, previous page, next page, light switch, flashlight, things like that. So hopefully this will be expanded. In terms of build quality and design, The bezel is quite wide, the phone is slightly bigger than your typical smartphone, but I have to say it's very solid in hand. The sides are all metal and they are kind of coated, so it feels almost like they are ceramic. The back is all plastic and the camera is flashed with the back, so there is no any bump up here as compared to the older version. Looking at the front of the device, it looks very nice, although maybe one area where I'd focus more is the speaker grill. I think this area of the grill could be improved and doesn't look as nice as I'd like it to be. In terms of display, we are dealing here with a high resolution black and white screen that has front light and warm light, and all the settings are adjustable within the side menu, so this is very handy and very quick to access. One area where this display really excels is outdoors. The e-ink in general works so well outside and in bright sunlight that when I have it hooked to the bicycle, the screen is so easy to read, and it's generally a very comfortable experience compared to normal smartphones that have a lot of glare. You also have the scanning documents option, so the 20 megapixels camera really helps with that. The camera also comes with a flashlight, so that's pretty handy if you're using it in darker environments. I've also noticed this new feature called color inversion. This wasn't available in the previous version of Bigme HiBreak, and it works pretty well. As you can see, and as the name suggests, it inverts the colors, and this works with all the third-party apps as well. So could this device be the daily driver for you? I think this is probably the closest that you can get right now to a smartphone that would fulfill most of your needs in terms of camera, navigation, using third-party apps, reading, checking social media. The only caveat here would be that video and animation doesn't work as well. So I would say that YouTube, playing videos, things like that, that's not going to be a very pleasurable experience. I'm looking forward to testing Bigme HiBreak Pro further in the coming weeks. And if there's anything else that you'd like me to test or something very specific, let me know in the comments and I will try to make it happen. If you're interested in other Bigme reviews, I have a Bigme B1051C, which is a great ink tablet that has voice transcription and also handwriting to text recognition, so definitely check it out. And if you'd like to see the full review of Bigme HiBreak Pro, please like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!